Leadership, the missing link in human race series. Part 2. How man lost his spirit of leadership. What if I told you that the problem of humanity is not lack of resources but lack of leadership? Stay with me in this video for the next 4 minutes. I am going to show you how man lost his spirit of leadership, which has been the source of human problem. Meanwhile, in my previous video, I spoke on how the spirit of leadership was given to man. God is the leader of leaders. According to Genesis chapter 2, before man lost his spirit of leadership, man had a good relationship with God. Man was completely divinely connected to God. Man was in alignment with God's plan. Man knew who he was. Do you know who you are? Man knew why he was created. Do you know why you are existing? Man knew who he was accountable to. Who are you accountable to? In Genesis chapter 3 verse 17, when man disobeyed God by eating from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, he lost his spirit of leadership. He lost his divine credibility. When man was created, he knew only good. But as he ate of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, he knew what is good and bad, creating a contradicting spirit within the heart of man. Man became a wandering spirit in the garden where he was placed to tend and keep, simply because he lost his spirit of leadership. So some of we today are wandering from north to south, east to west, simply because we has lost our spirit of leadership. That is, we don't have any divine connection with God. We don't have any relationship with God. So my question is, do you have a relationship with God? When man ate from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, he started running away from his creator, God Almighty. So are you running away from your creator, God Almighty? And if you are running away from your creator, God Almighty, now is the time to return to him, for he is calling upon you. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 18 and Matthew chapter 11 verse 28 prove that God is calling upon you to come closer to him, to come and reason with him, to come and lay your burden upon him, to come and let him give you rest. If you don't know how to call upon the Lord Almighty, watch out for part 3 of this series, which will be on how the spirit of leadership was restored to man. When man lost his spirit of leadership, his confidence turned to fear. His calmness turned to confusion. Responsibility turned to blame. Here is one of the major problems of humanity today due to the loss of the spirit of leadership. They blamed God, they blamed the devil, they blamed everyone around them for what is happening in their life. This is simply because they are not taking responsibility over their life. As an individual, you need to take the responsibility over your life. You don't need to shift your responsibility on God. You don't need to blame people. You don't need to blame others for what is happening around you. Again, when man ate from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, he was driven out of the garden. The secure man became insecure. The incorruptible man became corruptible. Instead of a constructive spirit, man became a destructive spirit. Man lost his sense of purpose. Man became purposeless. This explains why most of our leaders are oppressing us today. Watch out for part 3 of this series. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more lessons on servant leadership. Stay blessed.